Today we're going to talk about how to handle in-laws.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, so first and foremost,
Don't you talk about my mama.
I want to say this. I actually loved my in-laws. And so Lanette's dad and mom, they actually were really, really, really great to me. And so I can't really complain, first and foremost, about my in-laws in that I felt like Joseph, her dad, who went on to be with the Lord some years back. But in the time that I was with him, he treated me like a son. And Doretta, to this day, she treats me like a son. So I absolutely love them.
Yeah.
And so I can't really complain about my in-law situation. I can say that there have been times where the remainder of all the in-laws have given us some drama. So what I will say first and foremost is there's a very powerful statement that's made in Genesis where a man shall leave his father and his mother and shall cleave to his wife.
Come on, give us Bible.
The idea of leaving means that there is a clear, distinct line of separation between the authority of parents over the man and then that authority being switched over to where he is now an independent unit that is now being joined together with his wife. And these two become one flesh. So the idea is that we still honor parents in that we respect what they've done for us. We respect who they are to us. We respect what they have given us. But the moment that we became one, they lost that sense of, oh, you can speak into my life and tell me what to do in my own house. So a lot of people have not let go of the fact that their family is not meant to be all up in their business.
They haven't left.
They haven't left.
Yeah.
So even though they're in their own home, well, I hope you're in your own home. Even though that they're now married, they may even have children. The parents still kind of have a foothold in the decision making of their money. They have authority to tell them what to do with their kids. They have authority to tell them what to do in their marriage. And so I just want y'all to hear this. Your parents are a gift from God. They were there for a season of your life to help raise you up. But once you have been raised and you're grown enough to get married, there is a sense of oneness that should exist between you and your spouse. And there should be a buffer as to how much information about what you're going through in your marriage actually even gets to your parents.
That's a big deal. Like I know a lot of people, they may not have a lot of friends or they may not have marriage mentors or small groups or anything like that. And so when something happens in their marriage, they actually go and try to get advice from their parents, which is like rule one of being married. Yeah. Don't let your parents know what's going on within your marriage.
Yeah, they should know everything.
Yeah.
Right? If you guys got a medical emergency, obviously tell your parents.
Sure.
If you got a new job, you want to celebrate some success, okay, cool. Every now and then you need some parenting advice, that's all right too. But one of the problems that you may not foresee in going to your parents every time there's a problem in your marriage is that all of a sudden your parents begin to see your spouse according to the problems you keep bringing up.
Yeah, you're shaping their perspective.
Yeah, and so now there's love loss in the relationship because you've made your parents your personal counselors.
And they're for you, but they are not for your spouse.
Right, exactly. And so that means now you got somebody on your side.
Yeah.
And instead of them being for the marriage, they're for you. And that may lead to advice that's actually in them trying to protect you. They may actually be hurting you by pulling you away from your spouse. So you have to set boundaries. And it's okay to have boundaries that say, I ain't gonna tell my parents everything anymore because I don't have to.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
They get to enjoy, if y'all got kids, they just need to enjoy the grandbabies. They need to see y'all for some family dinners, and you guys need to set a limit as to how often you are there with your parents, because you could be wearing your spouse out by making them now subject to the rules and regulations of your parents' home over and over and over again. And so you have to set some boundaries that say, you know what, we're going to go to dinner once a month with our family or whatever is comfortable that you guys can both agree on, but it should be something that you've agreed on.
You know, another thing that we don't really think about is, see, when you're married, you're pretty much two cultures are colliding. Yeah. And that time, you need time to adjust to the culture of this new culture in your home from your spouse. See, the culture that your spouse is bringing in your parents have no idea really.
Right.
And so if you're getting his culture and then your parents are trying to invoke their culture,
Right.
you got too many cultures
it's a power struggle
going on, and
Yeah.
you need time to establish and develop and just rest in the culture that's going to be in your home without outside influence.
because y'all are making a new thing.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You guys are creating your own thing, and some of the things that you're going to decide as parents or financially, the paths that you may take, they may not line up with what it is that you guys are doing, but God is trying to do a new thing in you, and you trying to cleave to the old thing that was happening in them, and that's gonna lead to a struggle within your relationship. So another thought is, you guys, now this is where we would have problems sometimes on both our sides with our family, is especially on holidays. Man, you go in town.
Ooh.
We lived out of town, and so when we would go
Did y'all
home,
just feel my struggle right there?
when we would go home to St. Louis, man, sometimes it'd be like, who do we go see? How much time we spend with one person's house versus the other person's house. If you can feel us, make sure you leave a like and share this thing. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment about the struggles that you may be going through during the holidays with them dang on in-laws. So that being said, you guys at some point, look, you can please some people some of the time, but you can't fool. Okay, I was about to say you can't fool all the people all the time. You can't please all the people all the time, baby.
Mom, I'm sorry. He didn't call you a fool.
So you can't please everybody, and then trying to do so,
tiring.
you're gonna wear yourself out.
Yeah.
And so what we would suggest is that you guys already established, we're gonna be at your place at this time. We're gonna be there for this long. If you don't want us for that time, then let us know it. We won't be there. But we're gonna be at these places. We're not gonna run ourselves crazy trying to please everybody at the same time. You better set yourself free. And you and your spouse, you guys have to come in agreement on saying, you know what, our thing is a new thing.
Yes.
This is who we are.
Yes.
This is the time that we're going to commit to them, and our information will not be, all our problems will not be filtered through the family that just needs to understand and celebrate our prosperity, not our pain. And so you can go to a therapist or a counselor and spill all your guts. Just let it all out. You can tell everything there, and what happens there stays there, but it shouldn't bleed all over into your family dynamic.
Yeah. So, hey, if you like this topic or this message, make sure you like the video and subscribe, and then share it. We'll see you later.